season 19, I think it is, just after our second Champions League victory. And we're going to start with an apology, first of all. It's only a small one. It was a complete mistake on my behalf when we reapplied the real face pack, this face pack from Zealand and the guy that works on it. You have to do it by a text file, and to get this text file listing every single youth player, you have to go into the in-game editor and show all players in search. Unfortunately, I didn't untick it, so all the way through maybe 18 months, we've seen all players in search. Recruitment package might have been minimal for 3 or 4 months, so I was getting the advantage of that tick for a little bit. So that's unfortunate. Couldn't really help it. Didn't notice it until I have just refreshed that face pack with the players that have generated recently. Like Guy Guerin had a FM generated face. Now he's got one of these face pack faces applied. So that it's all refreshed, and we've taken the player search in-game filter off, in-game editor filter off there. So show all players in search is unticked now, and we have the recruitment package back. I mean, like, I don't think I've messed about with the scouting budget in that time anyway. So it's kind of either recycled back into the club, or I don't know. I'm sure I'll have got an advantage from it at some point, which is just, it's annoying, but I was totally unaware. You have to go through that procedure to get every single player on the printed file, on the text file, for the program that applies these faces to read it. Hopefully you keeping track of that. Right, so schedule. We'll talk about transfers in a second. We've got Lyon away next in the Champions League Group H. We've also had Juventus in this group. We have already played Juventus in the series. I don't know about Lyon. If we have played Lyon, it was ages ago. I'd just like to point out the 17-0 victory there. But we've got ourselves a first piece of silverware, and it is a 3-0 victory against Sevilla. We'll take a look at these goals. Galetta to Simsek. And there's another reason why we're going to choose Lyon here, is because one of their players, Mr. Wamba, I think it's Michael Wamba, whatever. He's called Wamba. He's a brilliant player, one of the best around, really. He's been on my radar for ages, but Lyon have always asked for like 180 odd million pounds. Until recently, when Wamba asked to leave and join a bigger club. Now, of course, we are now a bigger club, and he's back on our radar. That's where we started. Michael Wamba. He's a centre mid at the moment, but we could easily change him to a right winger with the preferred foot right, and he would only cost about 80 million. That for 80 million, he's 21 years old, I think is a brilliant purchase. So there might be moves there. And he's called Wamba. Let's have a look at the transfer history. Some big transfers going through. Let's talk about Josh Sharp, and there's a couple more. Dennis Freitas, you'll notice that is just a ridiculous price for him to go out at. He was way more better. It was way better than £6.5 million. But it just was a case of trying to get them out at all. Josh Sharp went for £47 million, but you know how difficult it's been for any club to agree contract terms with him. He loved the club. The fans loved him. He didn't want to go and leave Rupel Boom, and I think that's what we're going to see more of. Just a difficulty of getting people out of this club. Dennis Freitas, I mean, he had way bigger offers, and he just rejected. And I don't know. I applied. I think I asked around the clubs, offered the clubs, just on an unspecified transfer amount. Real Madrid was the only one to come in, 6.5 million. the only reason why I accepted it is because if it was a low transfer fee, the opportunity of them giving him a big wage was significantly increased, and Dennis Freitas was just going to rot around and collect his paycheck because we got I wouldn't say we got way better midfielders, but we have got better midfielders and younger midfielders, higher potential midfielders that need to get game time. I like Dennis Freitas. He was class, absolutely class for us, but we needed to move on. We needed to move on from Borges because Frogner has finally come of age. But thankfully, Borges went without much trouble. Josh Sharp, though, I mean, I could have got 80, 90 million for him, and it only turned out to be 47 million because he wanted to go to someone like Real Madrid. And I think Chelsea were offering big money for him, and he just didn't want to go. Just did not want to go. So, if we get interesting, strange transfer fees from now on for just top quality players, you'll know why. I hope it doesn't happen that much because I don't. That really hit hard in terms of like what we could have got for him, like 60, 50, 40 million, that kind of bracket. We could have easily got something there. He ends up leaving on a 6.5. And we only accepted it because it was one of the later ones, 21st of August, that he went out. And before then, we'd actually had a decent transfer window. So we'd gone a bit lenient on that transfer, or else I probably wouldn't have accepted it, and I probably would have allowed him to rot in the under-21s. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. A total of 134 million out. Couple of frees, Mirivaldo, David Van Damme, and Milton go. Loads. Not actually that many loans. Not as many loans as what you'd expect. Julia Constantin has gone out on loan, and Mrozek has gone out on loan. A very nice development on him, and he's gone out on loan to fucking Real Madrid. Dennis Freitas goes for 6.5 million. Jose Andreas Perez for 20 million to Anderlecht. Diamante goes to Dortmund. Gotta talk about that in a little while. Antonio Borges to Man City and Josh Sharp to Real Madrid. The Diamante transfer came because I had spent £98 million on Ismail Kochak. We expected it to happen if I had the money. £98 million. I think his release clause was 115 million. So I've technically saved myself a bit of money there. Both him and Izella are 21 years old, and they are just quite possibly the perfect pairing for one another. This guy's a bit of speed, and Izella is the aerial threat. We then spent a significant amount on Andrea Evita. Evita, not as good as what I'd hoped at 4.5 star. We have another one from Inter Milan. Inter Milan basically becoming my feeder club. Eugenio Zanetti, he's looking really, really good. Training him up to be on that right-hand side. Kim Kayer, this guy has come from Michelin for 15 million, and he is progressing very nicely indeed. Lars Johan Absalonsen, great name, 4.5 stars. Hernan Dumbia, coming in from Sporting Lisbon at 2.5 million. Mario Blaskovic signed up Dynamo Zagreb for 750 million. And then probably the best pieces of business that we've done in a long, long time. This one's been festering for ages, Jose Alberto Blasco. I got it sorted January, I think. Shoots from distance centre-back. Top potential. Real Madrid really sleeping on that one. And from Porto, this guy was going for about 21 million. And you know what? I was umming and ahhing about it, but when the opportunity came to get him on a free, because his Porto contract had gone, yeah, sign me up for that. He is our backup left winger, and that allows Constantin to actually get some first-team football out in Juventus. But did he actually play against us? I don't know if he played against us in that 0-0 draw earlier on in the season. Can we get some information there? Anyway, that's the whole transfer. That's the whole transfer information. Konstantin did play. Wow. Fair play. He dropped a 6.4. He wasn't brilliant, but he is getting game time in the in the Champions League. My apologies. Frogner's on a yellow card. Yeah, he's ready. He had the same current ability as Sarborges by the end of last season, and with the amount of like top centre backs that were coming through as well, Sarborges was just he wasn't going to get as much game time. Luan Cesar is now our right back with where is he? Stegmans down in the under 21s. So that is the change there. Yeah, man. Let's go and get it. There's a few unregistered players down at the bottom, including Minerato. But he's progressing quite nicely. Ready to go. This is away against Lyon, I believe. I wouldn't say the toughest. It's like equally tough alongside Juventus. Maybe Juventus are a bit stronger because they have shown that they can draw with us. What they got? They got Van Vert Indy. That reminds me. He did play for Rupel Boom at one stage. Nice. Wamba's playing in centre mid. Yep, cool. I remember this name. He's on loan. Oh no, he was purchased from Chelsea. He was at Rupel Boom for a little bit. It's a good job that I sold that clause on because I would have absolutely lost money. Oh, this is our new kit, by the way. Sorry, I've changed kits. I will show you in a second what I've done to the kits. Very interesting away kit, let's put it that way. But I don't want to make like works of art every single time. Even though I'm using like, they're not going to look great anyway because I'm using the just the 3D kit engine and not applying pictures myself. I don't want to make them all works of art. I just want to make them realistic. Some shirts will be absolute trash like that away kit. I mean, it's all right. It's not the worst. I'm still kind of digging the whole dark with the orange as the third kit, and a little bit lighter now for the home kit with the white under the sleeves. So currently, it is Lyon 0, Rupel Boom 0, but we've had twice the amount of shots. Yeah, twice the amount of shots, 4 times the amount on target. That's it, though. It was a really boring first half of football. Come on. Let's encourage. I might try and see if I can do some graphic work for the kits. It might not work because I did the third kit in the in-game editor. If you'd sort it out in the pre-game editor, the proper editor, one of the tools on Steam, you'd absolutely be able to do it. I don't know if that's the case now. It definitely wasn't the case the last time I tried. We'll give it a go. We'll give it like a test, shall we? And then I'll tell you the results in the next episode. Let's have Wout Nair on as the Mazzala. Simsek. Alves is apparently playing in the midfield. That's just a bad idea. Cool. I don't think this is going anywhere, this highlight. 3 times the amount of shots now. Come on, Rupel Boom. Drawing a blank. 2 times on the road here, it looks like. Juventus are flying against Legia Warsaw. 4-0 at the moment. That is Warsaw, isn't it? Come on, let this key highlight be ours. Domingos to Blasco. This is Machado. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Bilek. Oh, very nice. Good ball from Machado into Calandro. I don't know what's going on with Bilek, but his legend status at the club has dropped. It's like it's like my mum times it to come into the room whilst I'm. Well, I've lost my trail of thought. Cool. Well, that's that. I'm sure I was talking to you about something important. Yes, Bilek. Bilek, out of the legend status, in icons or something. His favorite personnel, favorites, icons, legends. Is it something like that? He's dropped to legends. He's not playing as much. The assistant manager, I've noticed, just isn't playing as much. As he gets a chance to like play Alves on the wing, he does that instead. It's strange. Machado and Calandro have stuck it in for a second. That looks remotely similar. They look very similar, them two goals. Well, that poor right back trying to sort out the Rupel Boom left. Yeah, it's the exact same goal, isn't it? Wowzers. Well, two basically mirror image goals. And all good. Do apologise for the interruptions earlier on, but all done and dusted, mate. Main thing is for Rupel Boom to carry on. Oh, mate. And Machado's had a great debut here, great showing for you guys in his first outing. That was pretty nice. XG, like on the money there at 2.09. Doubts apparently, I didn't even see Doubts. Doubts has changed number as well, which just confused me. Because I swear he's been 11 for ages, unless someone that I signed up might have wanted number 11, which then I would understand. We're going to be signing this guy up in a second. A Norwegian striker in from Malmo. If we do have the correct money. Yeah, I've got loads of board requests to get through. So that's where the episode's going to finish. Simsec's fine. Simsec's only got a little tight hamstring. Cool. See ya next time. Bye-bye.